Yeah, Adam Silver is not gonna let there be a be a lockout. Adam Silver is absolutely not going to let there be a WNBA lockout. The man is already making plans.
The WNBA commissioner is officially powerless, and a quiet corporate takeover is happening right before our eyes. While Cathy Engelbert holds the title, Adam Silver has seized the reins, and he's already making massive deals without her. The league was teetering on the edge of a self-inflicted disaster, but the NBA's boss has stepped in to clean house. The question is, why now? The answer involves a secret crisis, a player revolt, and one rookie who changed the game forever.
It says here, the NBA commissioner talks up the potential of bringing a WNBA game to Macau or mainland China. So they're already talking about, again, it says here, the WNBA has never played an official game in Asia. It says there's so much interest in women's basketball in China, which there is. NBA Inc.'s partnership with the CBA. The WNBA could be soon playing games in China.
For months, the WNBA has been run by what many insiders call a ghost commissioner. Cathy Engelbert, the woman in charge, seemed to have vanished. Reports surfaced that owners were going weeks without hearing from her, and players felt completely abandoned. While the league was experiencing its biggest surge in popularity in history, the person meant to be leading the charge was nowhere to be found. This wasn't just poor management, it was a leadership vacuum that created chaos and mistrust at every level.
Commissioner Cathy Engelbert.
The problem went far beyond simple neglect. It became a communication black hole. Engelbert's silence was deafening, especially during moments that should have been celebratory. She reportedly couldn't even attend multiple jersey retirements for league legends, a basic sign of respect that speaks volumes when it's absent. When icons like Candace Parker announced their retirement, the outreach was minimal. This pattern of disconnection created a chasm between the commissioner's office and the very people who built the league. Players began airing their grievances on podcasts and social media, not because they wanted drama, but because it was the only way they felt they could be heard.
What was interesting was the amount of players that came to the defense of Fee and the crickets that came to the defense of Cathy for me. Adam Silver is Cathy's boss, and he is the commissioner of the NBA. I signed a deal with Amazon to broadcast for Amazon. I got a text from Adam Silver saying congratulations. I had my third child. I got a text from Adam Silver about my third child. Now, whether this is Adam or his assistant, somebody from the league office is reaching out to me. I got a baby gift for my third child. I get a Christmas gift from Adam Silver every year. I retired. Adam Silver sent me a text message that basically congratulated me on my career and how much I've done for the women's game, and he looked forward to how much I'm gonna do from the sideline. I have not heard from Cathy. I saw Cathy in Phoenix after I had been retired for 4 months at Phoenix All-Star Game, and she said congratulations in person. And that was the only time. And so you've heard other players, Sabrina Ionescu alluded to this, I have a better relationship with Adam Silver than I do Cathy. My 2 jersey retirements, there was no Cathy.
Yeah.
So I think that Adam Silver understands the process. I don't know if he understood that Cathy was not doing that either.
That silence sparked an open rebellion from the league's biggest stars. Legends like Candace Parker and current superstars like Sabrina Ionescu didn't just hint at their frustration, they said it out loud. They publicly stated they had a stronger, more direct relationship with Adam Silver than with their own commissioner. Think about that for a moment. Players were so desperate for leadership, they were going over their boss's head to talk to the man who runs the men's league. It was a stunning vote of no confidence, a clear signal that Engelbert had lost the locker room, the owner's suites, and the respect of the entire WNBA community. While the WNBA office was paralyzed by inaction, Adam Silver made his first move, and he did it on the other side of the world. During a visit to Macau, he casually announced that the WNBA was looking to play official games in mainland China. This wasn't just an off-the-cuff remark, it was a bombshell. Without consulting Engelbert publicly, Silver laid out a global vision for a league she was failing to manage domestically. He was sending a clear message to players, owners, and sponsors. I'm the one in charge now, and my ambitions for this league are bigger than you can imagine.
Basketball. It's symbolic of a massive business opportunity. And I got to talk to Adam Silver during a break in the game about growing this sport beyond the roughly 500 million fans the NBA already has in the country.
Amazing fan base in China. Certainly, well, we didn't play here for several years. We never really left. I mean, our games were televised here the entire time, and the interest has continued really unabated in the games themselves.
When you're looking at China and you have roughly 500 million fans, more than the population of the United States, where is your vision for the NBA in this country?
So, what finally forced Silver's hand? 2 words: Caitlin Clark. Her arrival didn't just sell tickets, it created a potential billion-dollar wave of new fans, media attention, and merchandise sales. The WNBA was suddenly sitting on a gold mine. Arenas were selling out, TV ratings were shattering records, and for the first time, the league was a constant topic in mainstream sports conversations. But with Engelbert's weak leadership, that gold mine was at risk of collapsing from within. The internal drama threatened to squander the single greatest opportunity in the league's history, and Adam Silver, a shrewd businessman, was not about to let that happen.
Through a new CBA agreement with our players, and arguably you could say the largest market in the NBA. Had to get a new CBA with our players, but once we do, there's so much interest in women's basketball here, I think we'd love to bring a WNBA game to Macau or to mainland China. When asked when the WNBA could head to China, Silver replied very soon.
To understand Silver's urgency, you have to follow the money. The NBA and WNBA are not separate entities. They are deeply intertwined. They share major sponsors, marketing resources, and crucial broadcasting deals with giants like Disney and Amazon. If the WNBA were to implode in a lockout, it wouldn't just be a PR nightmare for women's sports. It would be a financial hit to the NBA. Corporate partners who invest in both leagues would see it as a sign of incompetence. A failing WNBA makes the entire NBA umbrella look weak, and in a multi-billion-dollar empire, perception is reality.
The NBA is looking to make a comeback in mainland China and testing the waters after a multi-year hiatus. This around backlash around Hong Kong's 2019 pro-democracy protests. Our contestant brewer.
The biggest threat of all is the doomsday clock ticking toward 2026. That's when a potential lockout could bring the entire league to a screeching halt. The players are ready to demand a massive pay increase, a real share of league revenue, and permanent charter flights. Under Engelbert, negotiations were going nowhere, with both sides digging in their heels. A lockout would not only kill the Caitlin Clark momentum overnight, but it could also permanently damage the league's reputation with fans and sponsors. Silver saw the disaster on the horizon and realized he had to personally step in to defuse the bomb. This isn't just a friendly intervention, it's a boardroom coup. Sources claim Silver is assembling his own A-team of legal and financial experts from the NBA to lead the CBA negotiations. He isn't just offering advice, he's taking over the entire process. He's reportedly preparing to sit in on the discussions personally, not as a guest, but as the lead voice. Engelbert may be in the room, but she will no longer be calling the shots. This move ensures the NBA's top minds are handling the league's most critical deal, leaving nothing to chance. This is classic Adam Silver, and if you look at his resume, you'll see he's the NBA's ultimate fixer. He masterfully handled the Donald Sterling scandal, forcing a racist owner out of the league and saving the NBA from a massive crisis. He navigated the complex political fallout from the Daryl Morey China incident, which threatened to cost the league hundreds of millions. Time and time again, when chaos erupts, Silver steps in with a calm, strategic approach that restores order. The WNBA situation is just the latest fire he's been called to put out. But Adam Silver is a master of corporate politics. You'll never see him publicly criticize Engelbert. In fact, he's done the opposite, praising her for the league's growth. This is a calculated strategy. He's fixing the problem without creating a messy public spectacle. By giving her credit while quietly stripping her of all authority, he maintains a smooth, professional image. It's the political equivalent of a silent takedown, a polite version of being replaced while you're still sitting at the desk. The whispers behind the curtain are getting louder. Insiders now say there's only a 5% chance of a lockout, a number that seemed impossible just a few months ago. Why the sudden optimism? Because with Silver in charge, the negotiations are no longer about ego, they're about business. He's already running the numbers, preparing the new deal, and lining up sponsors who are ready to commit once the CBA is signed. As for Engelbert, the word replacement has been floating around for weeks. Her future is clear. She'll either step down gracefully or fade into obscurity. With Silver at the helm, we're finally seeing a glimpse of the WNBA's real future, and it extends far beyond Asia. The China plan is just the first step in a global blueprint. He is using the same playbook that turned the NBA into a worldwide behemoth. He's thinking about preseason games in Europe, regular season matchups in Australia, and developing talent pipelines in Africa and South America. This isn't just about growing an audience, it's about building an international brand, a vision Engelbert never seemed to grasp. Behind closed doors, the team owners are breathing a collective sigh of relief. For months, they've been privately fuming over the lack of direction and have reportedly been begging for someone to take control. They see the league's potential exploding, but felt powerless under a commissioner who wasn't capitalizing on it. To them, Adam Silver isn't just an ally, he's their savior, the only person with the power and vision to protect their investment and finally turn the WNBA into the profitable league they always believed it could be. Ultimately, this power shift directly impacts the players who have been fighting for years. With Silver leading the talks, their biggest demands are finally within reach. Fair pay, revenue sharing, and the long-promised charter flights aren't just talking points anymore. Silver understands that to grow the product, you have to invest in the talent. He knows how to expand the financial pie so that both owners and players walk away with more. And that's a language everyone in the WNBA is ready to hear. Because of this shift, there's a new energy pulsing through the league. The fear of a lockout has been replaced with the excitement of global tours and brand exposure. Players are no longer just surviving, they're talking about thriving. For the first time in years, the conversation isn't about what the league lacks, but what it could become. It's a feeling of hope, a belief that with competent leadership, the WNBA can finally claim its spot as a premier global sports league. So, the WNBA now operates with a commissioner in title, but a king behind the curtain. Adam Silver has taken full control to save the league from its own internal chaos, protect the Caitlin Clark gold rush, and build a global brand. But it leaves one final question unanswered. Is Adam Silver the hero coming to rescue women's basketball? Or is he a ruthless executive, simply protecting the NBA's financial interests from a rapidly failing asset? Drop your take below.